basically disassemble him and paint all the pieces separate. So next thing you're going to see is a montage of me taking him apart. So here we have Barricade's pulled down to his basic components, which makes the painting a hell of a lot easier. First things first, I think I'm going to start with the chest area, and I'll do some black where it should be black and make sure it all looks pretty and the way it should. And then I'm going to be adding the white to the legs and upper arms. So I'm going to be getting the black out. It's the Mr. Hobby black, which I like a lot because it's quite fluid. So it makes it a lot easier to paint. That really looks a lot better. Next up we'll be adding the white to the bits that needs white. I'm going to do that by airbrush though. So I just came to the shocking realization that it actually helps when you make sure that your battery's charged of your telephone which you're filming with. Which I didn't, but basically it's this bit in the leg, his ties. On the inside there's this little panel that should be white. So I did those. And there's also this bit. You got the fender. And if you look on the inside, there's this panel, which should be white as well. It stays above his head, but it actually gives a lot of visual detail. The thing with the airbrush is, especially with white, if you want to have a nice even coat of a really shiny finish, you need to start with the white because white basically is the hardest color to paint. Especially if you do it like me, I don't use a primer. Because if I use a primer, everything is going to be a little too thick. And in this way, I actually have everything solved and ready to go. And yeah, we'll leave these bits to cure and to dry and start to focus on the chest. But I wanted to mention the white bits because I think I forgot it. So yeah, chest. So first things first, I actually mixed up a purple color because he's got some purple in it. You can't see it that much because it's quite subtle. Because I don't like how hard the blue on this one is or the purple on the other one. And I made a lot of it. I actually filled the entire can. But as you can see, it's actually quite subtle, so it doesn't show. Because on the real robot, the CGI mode, actually, you don't see that much as well. And I made a lot because maybe someday I'll find something to do with the rest of the paint. But I don't know if or on what I can use it. Okay, well first things first, I'm going to do a lot of the robot bits on him already. So yeah, let's get started with that. As always, it's metallic black mixed with gunmetal gray in even qualities, and then maybe just add some thinner. So here we have the chest bit done, at least in the gunmetal it's going to need. But that's that. For the same color, there's just a little bit more to do. So we'll continue painting. And now it's time to use another color. I think I've got all the gray bits, so I'm going to be using the purple. And I'll start with the chest area and work my way down to his feet. So this will be another montage. Here we go. So we'll be adding the silver. Actually, it looks like I forgot to add press play again. Sorry about that. But I started doing the black. So with everything well painted, basically it's time to put them back together. I'm going to put them back from the feet up to the chest, because I still need to do the arms and the head, and I'll show you later why. But for now, let's get him all together and put him out of the way. So yeah, cue the music montage and then we'll go on again. So here we have him completely reassembled again. He needs just a little weathering, but I'm going to do that as soon as my lights are back on. Well, you guys seen me weather before, so I decided that I'll just go and do the battle damage off screen, because that way you can actually keep the movie going a bit, because I just noticed that we're already into the runtime a little bit longer than usual. Because even though it's just a black figure, there is a lot of detail going on in him. So yeah, I'll just do the weathering. It's just basics, going to be the light gunmetal, some weathering and battle damage. And then I'll do a little bit of dirt on the feet with this brown LP25. So I'll do the weathering and the stuff, and then we'll be back on the other side. And here we have him a little bit battle damaged. Now all he needs is just a little bit of dirt on his feet. So I think this is where we left things off before I gave myself a little break to actually have the lights work again. Some battle damage has been ensured. So the body's done, but like I said, there are some things we need to discuss when it comes to the arms and the head. Especially the head, if you take a look at the pictures of the original one. They have basically got everything backwards. And especially if you take a look at the Prime 1 studio head, which I think my editor will edit in somewhere now, somewhere here or here or here or here. Yeah, it's basically his face profile is all wrong. So this needs to be gunmetal, this needs to be black. He needs to have a little bit more black around the head as well. Around the mouth is black, his mouth itself is gold. And there is some little purple hues somewhere on the ears. Yeah, we'll need to get that done. And especially when it comes to the arms, there's also some things we need to discuss. You got this nice shiny silvery hands in robot mode, which is not accurate to the movie. Actually, basically everything was black with some gold accents, and everything underneath was the gunmetal color I used for the robot mode. This part is a wheel, which for one weird reason, while the car wheels are black, these are silver. The blue needs to be the purple color, and there needs to be a lot of gunmetal, copper and bronze on there for the arms. So yeah, let's get into these in a short montage. I'll do one arm off camera, so you can actually have that laying here while I do the other one. So yeah, here we go with cue the music. Mica red, I'm going to use this for the eyes because he's got 4. And the thing I never liked about the way they did it on the real D1, or actually on this figure, is that they not only did the eyes, but also did basically the entire inside of his head. which actually made it look really awkward. I'm going to leave the eyes to cure, but after a while I'm just going to be giving a little bit of silver on the inside, on the eyelids. It will make it stand out properly and it gives a nice pop of color. But before I'm going there, I decided I want to go and take a look at the color I mixed. That's the purple, because he doesn't have much on his head, but he's got it in some places that actually make it pop quite nicely. Final bit, I'm going to be doing the rubber black on the tires. I already did the rear tires, you might have seen them in the background. But the front ones still need to have some paint on them. So that'll be the final thing for the arms. Before I put them back. So it took some time to reassemble him again. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of detail. He's a bit overlit at the moment because I'm still working on him. I need to do the weathering on the head and on the arms as well, which I'll do now, and then he'll be done. So, like previous time, I'm going to use the light gunmetal for the weathering, and it's just going to be a little bit, because you don't want to do the car either, so at least I don't. So there will be just a little bit, and that's the other light going out. So. So now all he needs is a little polish, a little wax, and he's done and ready for his close-up. Because he was never that lit in the movies either. There's a lot of black on him, but that's exactly how it should be. But, yeah, here's Iron Eyes. So yeah, here's Barricade, all done. So thank you for watching. If you like, please consider subscribing and liking the video, of course. And for now, thank you, and hope to see you in the next video.